All right, let's jump right into it. There's some massive news breaking that could totally change how businesses use AI. Let's break down exactly what's going on.
So you know that huge hurdle for anyone working in AI, that gap between a brilliant prototype and something that actually works in the real world? Well, it's been a massive headache for, well, everyone. But it looks like that barrier is finally starting to crumble.
And why is this happening? It's all because of a major new collaboration. Key players in the AI and cloud space have teamed up to tackle this exact problem, and their whole goal is to make deploying these sophisticated AI agents a whole lot simpler for everyone involved.
Okay, so to really get why this is such a big deal, we've got to talk about what's called the agent production problem. I mean, why has it been so incredibly tough to get these AI agents out of the lab and into the wild? Doing actual work for businesses.
Here's the thing. AI agents are already fantastic at reasoning. The thinking part, that works pretty well. The real bottleneck, the part that's been holding everything up, is all the operational stuff, getting them to do complex, multi-step jobs reliably in the messy, chaotic real world.
So, what does operational work even mean? Look, real business tasks aren't just a simple question and answer. No way. They're these long, drawn-out processes where an agent needs to remember what it did in step 1 to get step 5 right. It has to juggle different software tools, all while staying within super strict security rules and having guardrails so it doesn't mess things up. And this, right here, is where those simple prototypes just fall apart.
Okay, look at this. On the left, you've got the old way, the stateless way. Honestly, it's like trying to have a conversation with someone who has zero short-term memory. You have to start over from scratch with every single sentence. Developers had to manually build all the plumbing to connect every little step. But now look at the right, the new stateful approach. This is a game changer. It actually remembers the context of the conversation. It handles all that messy orchestration stuff automatically, which frees up developers to focus on what actually matters, the business logic.
So what's the solution called? It's a brand new technology called a stateful runtime environment. And this isn't just some add-on. It's being delivered natively in a major cloud platform.
Now, this isn't just a new model or an API, it's an entire operational environment. Think of it like a support system for the AI that lives right inside a company's own cloud. Its whole job is to manage the memory, keep track of the context, and basically direct the workflow so the agent doesn't get lost or confused.
So how does it actually work? Well, first, it maintains what's called a working context. That's basically the agent's short-term memory. It juggles all the inputs and outputs from different tools. And get this, if a task gets interrupted for some reason, it can pick up right where it left off. No starting over. And maybe the best part? Because it runs inside a company's own cloud setup, it instantly inherits all of their existing security and compliance rules. That is huge.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the how. Now let's get to the most important part, the so what. What does this actually mean for businesses? What new doors does this tech really open?
First up, and this is a big one, speed. We're talking way faster to production. Because this new runtime handles all that boring technical scaffolding, dev teams can stop worrying about the plumbing and start focusing on designing the actual business logic. This could literally shrink development cycles from months down to just weeks.
Second, this thing is built for what they're calling long horizon work. These aren't just quick tasks that take a few seconds. We're talking about complex jobs that might run for hours or even days with a bunch of different checkpoints along the way. The stateful approach is designed for that kind of industrial strength reliability.
And third, security. For any serious enterprise, this is absolutely non-negotiable, right? By running natively inside a company's own cloud environment, it automatically picks up their entire existing security posture. Just think about what this means for highly regulated industries like finance or healthcare. It completely removes a massive barrier to adoption because you don't have to build and validate a whole new security framework just for your AI agents.
So, when you put this all together, this is way more than just another update. It's a truly foundational step for AI. It's about moving AI from being just a clever tool to being a deeply integrated core part of complex business automation.
This makes it so much more possible to build agents that can do some seriously heavy lifting. Things like handling complex customer support issues that bounce between multiple systems, or automating sales operations, managing internal IT help desks, or running sophisticated financial processes. I mean, these are the workflows that really power a business.
And that brings us to the final and honestly the most exciting question of all. For so long, the biggest challenge has always been the how. How do we build this? How do we make it reliable? How do we make it secure? Now that the how is becoming dramatically simpler, the whole conversation can shift.
The real question for every developer, every entrepreneur, every business leader out there is no longer how, but what will we build?